What's up, guys? So today I'm just showing off some more precious metals from Instagram. So actually I didn't open this yet. We're gonna open this together. Just got this in the mail today. This is from Lakeside Coin on Instagram. A little bit of gold in here. And I got this from Steven, from Steven's Best Loot. I got this probably a week ago. Just haven't shown it yet. Here's his decal, Steven's Best Loot. Steven's been rocking it, as well as Lakeside Coin, as well as AG Stacking, as well as probably another 5 other dudes. Yeah, I mean, I've had a really amazing experience so far with Instagram precious metals dealers. All right, so these are not, these are not just dudes who happen to have some silver or gold that want to sell it. These are guys who are literally buying in bulk. They're getting fantastic prices, and they're passing those prices on to you, their follower, on Instagram. And the reason they're able to give such great prices is because they don't have overhead. At least some of them don't, anyway. Some of them are actually just regular coin shops that just do this on the side to move more metals. But a lot of them don't have this this overhead to deal with, so they're getting great prices in bulk, like wholesale. And in fact, I think even Steven's Best Loot, he has a wholesale program. So if you're looking to buy in bulk, you can get it even cheaper through him. But anyway, long story short, it is a great way to source precious metals at like some amazing deals. I mean, there's some awesome online dealers, some of the big guys that are very trustworthy and everything. And some people prefer to buy that way just because they're such huge companies. They feel like there's a better chance of not getting ripped off. I totally understand that people are hesitant to just buy off a stranger on a social media platform like Instagram, but I just dipped right into it because I see that there's literally hundreds and hundreds of people doing it, and all those people are happy. I've literally not heard one person who had a bad experience with that, as long as you're dealing with reputable people. So if you're going on someone's live, and I always recommend people research everything to death before they actually do anything like spend, their hard-earned money. But like watching these people's lives, I watch week in, week out, and you're talking anywhere from 50 to 100 people, and they're buying literally tens of thousands of dollars worth of precious metals every week, and no complaints. And the same people keep coming back to buy more. That's not a coincidence. So, I mean, like I said, I was more confident in ordering from them and buying from them, and it's super exciting and fun. Steven's Best Loot does, he does Saturday night bin deals. So like, some of these guys give away stuff, but he basically, as a thank you to the community, he sells stuff for like spot or sometimes even under spot. Man, I have more stuff coming from him. I may or may not do a video on it, but I have gold and silver. And I think I actually shared it here on Instagram. This is not what I share. I shared this, a picture of this as well. But anyway, long story short, stuff from him. This is some 40% Kennedys. I'm still very happy that so many people don't like 40% Kennedys. And the reason I don't like them is because they're not as pure. There's more weight in metal for, the actual silver ratio. And also, like if you're selling these to coin shops, most coin shops don't want to give you much money for this because they have to send it by the thousands in order to get money back from, as opposed to selling it to other customers. So a lot of people are still shying away from this, but I can almost guarantee that this is a good time in history to be buying it. Obviously, a year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago was a better time. If you happen to be buying, junk silver or constitutional silver, even the 40% stuff, 15, 20 years ago, you're sitting pretty. But a lot of us are getting into this stuff a little bit later. And even now, with some of the 90% constitutional silver going for, God, I've seen it as high as like 26, 25, 26 times face. A deal now online would be getting it for like 22 or 23 times face. Man, that's crazy. When I first hit my my local coin shop, I did a video on it. I bought a bunch of constitutional silver. I think I got a couple $100 worth. At the time, I was paying $18 face. I thought that was crazy, but I wish I had more money, and I bought it all because it just keeps going up and up and up. It's insane, and nobody knows when these prices are going to drop back down. But anyway, because this is less popular, it's easier to get. And Steven does a lot of 999, both gold and silver. He does some commemorative stuff or, graded slab stuff. He does a lot of tubes and all kinds of things. But this was something that like most people didn't really care that much about, which I was happy about. So I ended up paying $144 for this. There's 36 40% Kennedys. and it works out to be 8 times face, all right, or $4 a coin, which is fantastic considering each coin has 0.14 ounce of silver. So the total thing was 5.32 ounces of silver. So, I mean, if you just equate that, I got a little over 5 ounces of silver for 144 bucks. Happy with that. Totally focused on 40% while people still don't care. Maybe this time next year, you'll see people making videos on how 40% went through the roof. Who knows? It's just, like I said, people are buying up everything. There's thousands and thousands of new people who are getting into precious metals every single day. So the stuff's getting harder to find and more expensive. So Steven's Best Loot, A-okay. I probably bought from him the most at this point. When I first hit Instagram, I was focusing a lot on AG stacking. He was awesome as well. I got some jewelry. I got a silver necklace from him. I got some coins from him. I got slab coins. I got regular bullion from him. But he kind of went over to a different place that sells collectible stuff, because Instagram, he would post literally hundreds of things sometimes, and Instagram would constantly shut him down. So although he still does sell on Instagram, it's very hard. He has such a large following at this point that the second I see something, it's gone. Like, he'll post something for sale. It'll be like, maybe like 5 different types of, collectible silver rounds or something like that. I'll literally see it 30 seconds in, bin, done, gone. That's it. Next post, done, gone. So I'm looking through like, oh, I might like that. Nope, it's already gone. Sorry. So he's very difficult to actually be buying from now. But Steven, because he does these lives, I know when they go on, so I can watch from the beginning and stuff. I can plan for it. Just a little bit different situation. Same with Lakeside Coin. And again, there's a bunch more I don't want to leave out. I did buy from someone else. I can't recall their name offhand. But anyway, let's go ahead and open this. Today's EDC is a Kansept. This is the EDC Tac, I believe, button lock. Yeah, we'll nip the top off here. Let me see. Is it in here? It's small. Okay, it feels like it's kind of towards the bottom, so let's go ahead and just dip in the top here. Try to shave that off so I don't cut anything important. It'd be really messed up if I cut into this and cut the coin, or big, got a big old scratch on it. That would suck. All right. So that is it. A little garbage off to the side. I'll keep this knife open in the background for you guys to gawk at if you don't like the silver or the gold. So here you go, Lakeside Coins. So this looks like a regular dealer that happens to, do on Instagram or sell on Instagram as well, which is nice. Like I said, all these legit dudes, they're buying in bulk. It's not like I can go on Instagram and have a live and sell some of my silver. That's totally different. Now, I like to think I'm a trustworthy person. People have no problem buying from me. But there are scam artists out there, and especially some of the scammers have caught on to this stuff. And you'll see, and these guys, they'll call out the scammers all the time. So you have to watch. All right, don't just buy from someone random. I wouldn't buy from anyone until you watch them a couple times. Watch some lives, look at their posts, see what people are writing, see what people are saying. Look at, when people will tag them in photos because they received their stuff. Do a lot of homework. You are dealing with strangers. Anyway, so here's the golds. Here's my little invoice. Let me open this up real quick. And yep, that is correct. I paid $225 for this gold maple leaf, which is falling out here, but that's fine. I'm going to throw this guy in a capsule. So let me go ahead and grab that little guy by the rim. All right. So yeah, I got a 1/10 maple leaf, nice and shiny. And of course, if you're not familiar, these Canadian maple leafs are 4/9 fine. All right, so they dent and scratch even easier, so you want to be very careful with them. But yeah, I wanted this when I bought that 10th ounce locally from the local collector. I was eyeballing a maple leaf. I wanted one for the collection here. So we have a 1983. So we got an old school maple leaf in here. Turn that. But yeah, beautiful coin. So that will go right into a capsule as soon as I'm done with this video, which is pretty much right now. I just wanted to show this off a little bit. Like I said, I'll probably do one more video when I get my package from Steven. It's funny, every time I say Steven, I think of Cable Guy. Steven? And then he punches him in the face because Lisp is gone. You stupid son of a... Anyway. yeah, I've been really happy and excited with the Instagram stuff. I've been selling a lot of things. You know, I can't afford to just go out and buy a bunch of precious metals. And you can see, I mean, I'm buying 10th ounce gold, I'm buying 40% silver. I'm not rolling in the dough here. But what I will do is I'll go through and I'll sell a little gear I'm not using, or sell an old knife that I'm not using, you know, and try to raise funds to convert it into this stuff, because this is money and this will continue to be money for a very long time, long after I'm gone. And it's the best way to accumulate a collection of precious metals without spending a bunch of money. You know, in this particular case, I'm spending money because I have to, because not a lot of people out there are trading for silver and gold. Anyone who has silver and gold, they're trying to accumulate it. And it's funny because sometimes people send me a message on Instagram and it'll be like a picture of like a 10-ounce bar or something. I'm like, dude, what do you want for it? And they're like, no. I'm not looking at trade or anything. I just want to show off my silver. I'm like, I get so excited about it, you know? And I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool. No problem. I'm like, you know where to, find me if you ever want to get rid of it for some knives. But yeah, few and far, the people who are trading for knives and stuff like that. I mean, some people get into it and then they get bored, you know, that makes sense. And then they were like, I just want some more knives or gear or something like that. And sometimes I'll be able to accumulate that way. But otherwise, I have to sell stuff because you got to buy the stuff. Not a lot of people bartering. I will say there's a ton of people bartering one metal for another. Like if you have gold, you could trade with a lot of these guys for silver or a different type of gold or whatever. You know, that happens all the time. In fact, AG Stacking does a lot of trading. I'll see he'll post like, hey, you know, thanks for the trade for so-and-so, whatever. That happens all the time. Generally, it's not like just one Silver Eagle or something. It's like a collection, you know, like I have this, whatever, these dozen pieces and I want that for it or whatever, you know, they're generally bigger trades like that. But anyway, that is all. My message to you is if you're interested in precious metals, it's never too late. I really wouldn't worry about the prices so much. You know, people try to buy the dips who are buying constantly. So let's say gold's at 1980 an ounce, you know, and then it goes to 1985, they'll hold off, and then it drops down to 1972, then they'll buy it, you know. But really, it doesn't matter what price you're buying it at, because I feel like all these prices are going to go up for the long haul. You know, if you look at gold chart from the beginning, it goes up, it goes down, of course, and there's definitely some times in history where silver spiked. We know at least of two of them where silver got to 50 bucks. And there's some people sitting on silver who bought it at 40, 45, $50 an ounce almost, you know, and that sucks, but it's still money. It's still money. And I feel like it's getting there again, just no one knows when. And you watch a lot of these precious metals channels and they'll tell you, oh, silver's going to hit this or gold's going to hit that. No one knows. They're predictions. You know, I get it. They make those videos because that's what they do. They have channels that are dedicated to precious metals. So, of course, the speculation as to what they're going to cost is part of that. But it's anyone's guess. What's not a guess is that it will always have value. And that's why I try to get the stuff as much as possible, as quick as possible. And then once I build up to a certain amount, I try to move it so I don't have it all sitting in the same place. I've openly said this on comments before and stuff. I bury my precious metals. That doesn't mean I'm going to put this in a capsule and then, you know, dig a hole in my backyard and put it in the ground. What I mean by that is that, like for silver, if I hit 100 ounces of silver, I'll take those 100 ounces and I'll bury it somewhere. For gold, you know, when I hit an ounce of gold, I will bury it. I know it sounds crazy, I'm like a dog burying a bone. And people might ask, well, you know, what if you forget where you are? I'm pretty sure I'm not going to forget. I can openly say as well that it's in the woods somewhere. And I will also say it's on state land. So there's no reason for anyone to ever find it, because state land in Pennsylvania is to never be built on. There's laws protecting Pennsylvania state land. So it's just one of those things. I mean, maybe in the future they change the laws and someone wants to bulldoze the area and put in, you know, row houses or something. Yeah, maybe someone will find it. I'll probably be long dead before that happens. But I'm comfortable with that, and I'm comfortable telling the internet that I have a little bit of money, you know, in the ground somewhere. No one's ever going to find it. No one's ever going to know. It's just one of those things, you know. But that's what makes me feel happy. And the big downside to that, the huge obvious draw, is it's not easy to get to. So if I need to sell it tomorrow, I need to make plans to go get that. You know what I'm saying? But I do keep just a little bit off to the side at a family member's house, just in case something happens and I need it quick. But it's only a very small portion of my holdings. And I know people are always curious too. How much do you have, Jeff? How much silver do you have? How much gold? Very little gold. And compared to most people, very little silver. But for me, it accumulates. A little here, a little there. I could tell you for silver, it's a couple hundred ounces, but It's nothing like insane. You know, you watch some of these channels, people buy a couple 100 ounces, you know, every year, you know, or every month in some cases. It's a big deal to me, and it's just a backup plan. That's all it is. It's savings. My dream is to never have to use it, and to have a child one day and to be able to give it to my kids. That would be fantastic. Here, maybe put this towards a home, or if you want to go get some education, some schooling, you know, here's for your schooling. You're in a bad situation, you need to buy a car or something. That would be my dream, you know, to be able to pass that on to my kids and future generations and stuff. And who knows, maybe the prices go through the roof, and one day it'll be my retirement plan. Anyway, I'm rambling on at this point. The whole purpose of today's video was just to show that when possible, I still love, you know, getting some precious metals here and there. I love going to coin shops. I love, you know, buying it on Instagram. I've tried everything thus far. You've seen it. I bought it off of Facebook. I bought it off of eBay. I bought it in person from collectors. Instagram is my favorite. Just watching a live and waiting and then trying to get in there, because what happens on Instagram, unfortunately, is when there's a bunch of people watching and you go to comment, because like they'll show you a piece. They'll say, okay, we have 40% silver. If you want that, it's going to be bin 135. And then you write bin 135, but when you go to post it or whatever, you don't see it because so many people are doing it at the same time. So it's almost like a raffle. You know, it's almost like you got to get lucky enough for them to see your comment. Your comment has to be first. And it's like, okay, we're going to, you know, do some silver eagles, and there's 25 of them. If you want it, bin 38 bucks, whatever. And it's a game. It's really, really fun, I have to say. But definitely disappointing too. Like specifically Steven's Saturday night bin deals. He has such amazing deals. You know, everyone's trying to get in on there, and there was 3 or 4 that I missed, and my comment was first. I was ready, but you know, he doesn't see it first, and he can only go by what he sees. You know, so. But anyway, like I said, there's different dudes that do different things, and it's fun. But if you are interested in it, it sounds exciting, something you want to get into, do your homework, do your research, follow some of these guys. What you could do too is like you know, I dropped a couple names here: Lakeside Coins, Steven's Best Loot, again, AG Stacking. Watch their YouTube channel, or excuse me, I think AG Stacking is a YouTube channel. I don't know about the other guys, but watch their Instagram page. Look at the people commenting. Look at their friends. Look who they follow. And if those people do lives, those are trusted people. You know what I'm saying? And then you watch their stuff, and then you follow them. And if you see dozens or hundreds of people buying stuff from them every week, then you know they're probably trustworthy. You know, you're still taking a chance with the internet, you know, but, you know, I've been pretty confident with it, and it's worked out 100% for me. So totally fine with that. Anyway, that is it. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. And like I said, you'll probably end up seeing a separate video on this stuff, because this is like a bigger purchase. And although I'm always trying to buy, this is pretty much the last bit of precious metals I'm going to be buying for a while. Anyway, you know, until further notice, let's say, because that was some money that that was a little tight to sell some stuff and make that happen. But anyway, that is it for now. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have an awesome day, and I will see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.